What is going on, guys? It's your boy Sensationlive. Welcome you guys back to my channel. In this video, you guys are probably intrigued about what is the best camera and microphone to use starting off as a YouTuber this Christmas. What to put on your Christmas list if you are an aspiring and want to become a YouTuber in the new year, or as quick as Christmas, start on Christmas Day. There's no better day to start on Christmas Day. Now, I need to put it out there before we start getting into the cameras and stuff, getting into the microphones and stuff. A lot of people do use their phones, so this is always a great option to start off with, guys, because cameras are on the front and the rear of the phones. Now, I suggest if you are using your phone not to hold it like this and take the video, because you'll get those silly little bars either side on the videos and it just doesn't look very professional. So whenever you are videoing with your phone, make sure that you flip it on its side so it's horizontal and then film like that. So that'll put it to the full aspect ratio of the YouTube window screen instead of like that. But moving on to the camera, I will go onto a website in a minute and I'll show you guys the best camera, the do's and don'ts and what to look for in a camera. But this is the camera that I have been using for the past 3 years. I did have a red one, but I sort of got it a bit wet when I was on the boat with my friend Mike and I was holding it down by the water to get a cool cinematic shot. So I did have to buy another one. This is a Canon SX80 or SX280 HS. Now, it doesn't really matter. None of that you really need to know about. You just need a point and shoot camera. That's what these are called, digital point and shoot cameras. Really easy. They pretty much just do everything for you already. And as you can see, it is just super clear and really crisp. So if I was just to push the record button there, this would literally just record whatever I'm doing, pretty much like what you guys are seeing now. So it's a really good camera. You guys don't need to worry about the zooms on them too much when you're looking at buying them. This one can zoom really far in, and if we just, it says the battery's flat. See, I haven't been using this one for a while because I am actually using my DSLR camera right now, which I'll also get into if you guys have got about 200 to 300 pound more. Now, this is actually how far the zoom goes on this camera, which is pretty damn far, but you're gonna look really stupid with this, walking around like that. So you don't really need one with a real big zoom, because you're only gonna be doing stuff that is close to your face. Like this, you'll be walking around with it like this. Let me just zoom it back in a little bit. Oh, like that. So it's only going to stick out about that much, and you're just going to be walking around like this. So you don't even have to get a tripod at this point, guys. You can literally just use the camera as it is and it'll get you by fine. Flip out screens always help. I think it's the Sony one that flips out, a really popular one, but that one's like, you know, you can spend up to £1,000 to get that one. So let's just flip onto the website right now and I'm going to show you guys the best camera to get if like it's a present, say, from your mum and dad and they don't want to spend like over £100, £150. Like, I'll just show you a real cheap camera that can just get you started, whether it's making gaming videos and just setting the camera up and then getting good image from it, and then obviously have an external microphone as well, or an internal microphone from your computer. It's always possible, guys. Or you can just use the microphone that comes on the cameras. These cameras normally do come with good microphones on them, but they're not too good if you're outside, because the wind goes past the microphone holes and it makes like a horrible like whooshy noise. So let's get on the computer now, guys, and I'll show you guys the best cameras. I'm excited to show you guys this because it is so cheap to do. Let's do it. Guys, what I've done is gone into Currys/PC World website. If that's not what you got around the world, I don't know, Walmart or whatever will probably have the equivalent. But what you want to be looking for, guys, is, I know Nikon is really big in America, but I personally don't have big experiences with those. Mine are with Canon, and it's the Canon cameras that you need to be looking at. The Canon IXUS or ISUS 180 compact camera. You can get them in multiple colors. 20 megapixel, you don't need to worry about the megapixels, alright? Don't get caught up in that, because I know a lot of you will get caught up in that. You just want it to be point and shoot, whatever the megapixel is. Don't worry about all of this technical stuff, don't worry about the optical zoom and stuff. Just make sure that it is just a point and shoot camera, and that will pretty much get you guys started. As long as it's a Canon IXUS camera, you guys will be pretty much sorted. Now, the price range of these cameras do start going up considerably. We do have a cool Nikon one here. This is a really good Nikon one as well. Point and shoot, 20 megapixel. Like I said, it doesn't really matter about the megapixel of this camera, because it's all about, as long as it does 720p and 1080p, then you guys are pretty much sorted. So don't settle for anything less than that. So I'm actually going to put it on price low to high. Go back to the first page and we're going to see what the cheapest one is here. that we can find that you can ask your parents for Christmas. So I'm actually looking at this live for the first time with you guys to try and pick out the best one here. What's this, Sony Cybershot? I think that is the cheapest one. The XS 185 here seems to be the cheapest camera. Okay, so you can do it sideways. This is for portrait photos, by the way, alright, so don't ever film like that, like I said. On and off, then you got obviously the video mode. Does it say, well, it does point and shoot, easy creative modes, 20 megapixel, does not really matter, record 720p. Okay, so that is perfect. So 720p is good, obviously 1080p is better, but for an entry level camera, 720p is absolutely fantastic. That's what I live stream in. 720p, it's a real small, good format to record in. So this one's 720p. You will need a memory card, okay guys? So I need to put that out there. You do need a memory card, and they recommend a memory card here, which is a SanDisk 16 gigabyte. So just any memory card will work within the Canon range of cameras. So it doesn't matter what the branding is of the thing, as long as the speed is, I mean, what's the speed? Read and write speed. You guys don't even need to get onto that because normally it's for DSLRs. It matters what the speeds are. So yeah, you'd be pretty much sorted with that, guys, if you just ask your parents to buy that as a bundle, and that's £120 there as that bundle. So that's not too bad. Now if you wanted the 1080p camera, so just mark that one down now, guys, the Canon Ixus or whatever it's called, 185 compact camera. That is a great one if your parents are only willing to spend about £120 on a camera for you guys. Now I'm just looking down the range to see if I can find one that actually does 1080p cameras, like 1080p shooting. Maybe the 190 does that, and this one is actually the same price. Nope, that one does 720 as well. So that's another 190, different colour. You can get these in different colours, guys, so don't worry about that. You can pretty much choose the colour when you purchase. To page number 2, 185 again. Can I change it to like just Canon that only, or I don't think I can. We're looking for another Canon. What is this one like? Does this one do 1080p, this Nikon one? Nikon. Zoom specifications. There we go. I know that's 720p as well. So if you see this ratio, 1:280 times 720, that 720 means it is 720p, not 1080p. So even that one doesn't do it. Let's just keep flicking down and see if we can find a better range. A better one that will support the 1080p. Oh, Sony. Wow. Sony Cybershot. This one's got to support 1080p, surely. Bit of a jump in the price range. Plus this one, oh my days. Right, so it shoots photos, 4K photos. Okay, video mode, right, so yeah, so this is 1080p, you go like 1920 times 1080p. So this is a brilliant camera. Like, this is one that I'd actually like to get my hands on. This Sony Cybershot. So this one here would be really, really good. Don't have to worry about the megapixel. It's performance point and shoot. It's got 20 times zoom, so if you guys do want to zoom in, then you can do. And that one there is for £149. Plus you'd have to add £20 on for a memory card. Oh, you can click on the side here, like, to get just Canon cameras. So let's just see if they've got a Canon one, because I'm just a huge fan of Canon cameras. Let's see what their cheapest. So the Sony's cheapest is, oh wow, look at that. Look, see, if you guys wanted a whole bundle, Canon PowerShot, and it comes with the bag and the tripod. That's a really cool one there. Trying to find that price load high. So this one here, 720p, that's 720p. 720, 720. Oh, this is like my one, but this is an SX620HS, so mine's the SX280. So this is pretty much exactly like my one, this one here. And this is what, £19 more than the other one. This one should support 1080p video as well. So this is probably the next Yeah, so this one supports 1080p 30 frames per second. I take it the Sony one is 30 frames per second as well. So that's maximum video resolution 1080p there. So that's a real good one. So if you guys want to shoot in 1080p, I would say this is the best one to go for £169 plus £20. So you're looking at near enough £200 guys to get started with that camera. I know that is not that cheap, but that's why I just suggest going for like one of these cameras here. That's like £89, and this one does do just the 720p, which will be perfectly fine. Honestly guys, I've got to tell you, you will not be pissed off with it. So 720p there, 25 frames per second, which is perfectly fine guys, plus that card. Right, so let's go on to microphones. So let's go to Google. I always suggest Blue microphones. So basically like the Blue Snowball, which is a real good external microphone. So I'm on Amazon right now, but I can't seem to find it. Right, so Blue Snowball. Right, we'll start with the Blue Yeti. So this is the microphone that I have, but mine's black, but it doesn't matter. £95. This is the Blue Yeti microphone. It comes with a little stand already, and all it is one USB cable into your computer. Super simple guys. Alright, so £95 Blue Yeti USB microphone. It does show a bundle down here. If I just move this across, bundle down on the left hand side, so you can actually get the microphone, you can get a stand, which is like the arm that I've got, and then you also can get a pop filter, so it just stops when you're talking, like the little pop pop when your breath hits the microphone, it stops like that fuzzy sound coming through. So that's really cool. Let me just try and find the Blue Snowball now, because that's the cheaper option, and this is the one that everybody always starts off with, and this is the one that I suggest you guys start off with. It literally just USB once again on the back, and it just plugs straight into your computer, and it's got a little cool stand to go on your desk or whatever. And this one's £45 guys, $44.99, super cheap as a starter microphone. So if you've already got a camera, this is great to have as well. You can get a little pop filter here, so it brings the total to £48. The pop filter is only like £2 or £3, so you don't have to worry about the price. And this is the pop filter guys, so basically you just attach this wherever, make sure that this round circular bit is right in front of the microphone. And this was £3.89, so as you can see, you don't have to spend too much money. Let's have a look at Canon DSLRs. So this is an even higher range camera guys. I always suggest getting the ones with the flip out screens, so you're actually able to see what you're filming, which would be like this one here, the flip out screen. But guys, the price range of DSLRs, I don't think it's worth you guys investing into and learning more about until you have really got your YouTube channel going. Now this is like the entry level. I think you can get like a 1200D, but this one's even cheaper again. This is the 1300D DSLR. This one's £279, and like I said, this one will shoot in 1080p and 720p. You can change the range to like 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, and stuff like that. But this one doesn't have the screen flip out on it, but like I said, it's still a good entry level camera, because even on the point and shoots, you can't really like see around the back, can you? So it's sort of going to be like the point and shoot anyway. But if you're going to invest in a DSLR and you're a vlogger, you're better off just getting it with the actual screen flipping out, so you can see what you're doing. Now I'll just get mine DSLR. I'm trying to remember what mine is. Oh, 700D, that's what it is. Mine wasn't too expensive either, because I didn't really feel like spending too much money back in the day when I first got this camera. So this is the camera that I have. I think this is. Yeah, this is the camera. So this is the camera that I have, the EOS 700D flip out screen, and it cost me, well, it was £459. I think when I bought it, it was like 300 and something, because I got it on like a sale. But this is a really cool camera to have. Now, if you do have a DSLR already and you want to get an external microphone, I'm going to show you guys some really cool microphones now. And they're called Rode microphones. Now, this is the one that I have, the Video Mic Go, because you don't need to put any batteries on it whatsoever. So you literally just clip this onto the top of your camera, plug this headphone jack into the little jack port on the camera, and it will instantly start recording. This one's £53 and it is an absolute bargain. I do suggest buying the wind muff for it if you are outside. This is what I just leave on mine all the time. It's called a dead cat, and basically that just stops the wind from making a horrible hissy noise if you are outside. So that's that one there. Or you can go for the more expensive one, but you do have to put batteries in it. I'm not really too sure what the difference is on the side. It's just something probably to do with the condenser inside. But this is the Video Mic Pro, but you do, like I said, have to put like 2 or 3 AA batteries inside. So I don't really suggest this one here because, like I said, you've got to put batteries in it. But you can get the dead cat there. Man, sorry, I'm losing my voice because, like I said, I'm so ill. And that's pretty much it for microphones, guys. As like an entry level, that is what I suggest. What's this one? This one looks totally different again. I don't think I've even seen this one before. Okay, this one's got a flat top to it. What's the difference there? Okay, so this one needs batteries as well. So that looks like it's got a rechargeable battery pack on it that you can take off. But this one's just a lot bigger. I don't suggest that, guys. If you're going for a microphone, 50 quid here, guys, and you're bloody sorted, man. So this is the one that you need. Anyways, enjoyed the video, smash a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys on my next video. Hopefully this has helped you guys out on just like at least exposing you guys to some cameras, to some microphones, just opening your eyes up a little bit if you do want to cop yourself a camera this Christmas. Like I said, you don't have to. You can just use your phone. A lot of people do use their phones to start off, but if you are willing to take that step, want to start doing daily or every other day vlogs, every other day videos, this is the way to go, guys. This is the way that I went. If you got any questions, by all means ask me in the comment section and I'll help you guys out. I'll be checking the comments at least for the first hour that this video goes live. So if you do have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me, guys. I'm here to help you. So yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace out.